So, I'm Dan again.
Did you start it again? Because
Yeah,
I'm Nick again.
yeah.
Hmm.
We just had to make some adjustments because we
Uh,
are professionals here at
we are professionals
the
here at the Unpander.
Unpanderers. Yeah, and the Panderers.
That's us.
Unpanderers. Hi, hi. How
Just
you
got done telling everyone I had a man bun.
doing?
I was
Yeah,
really
we
excited because I did it myself.
yeah, because we had an admirer view our podcast and said he looked exactly like one of the women
Several
in
admirers.
Call on Me.
Hmm.
Beautiful '90s video, I think, music video
I
when
wonder,
music videos existed.
wonder if they think, yeah, are music videos still a thing? Like I know they make them for really, really hit songs, but I was trying to explain this to someone the other day. Someone came over my house. My girlfriend's uncle, and he was
Hmm.
like, "So, any big music videos you're into?" And I think he was trying to be conversational.
Yeah.
And I was like, "They don't really do music videos." And he's like, "Yeah, I think they do." And I was like, for like, you know, top 10 hits. You know what I mean? There will definitely be a music video, and it will be produced like a small movie. Like it will cost a lot of money. It'll be great,
Mm-hmm.
camera work, everything will be exceptional. But they don't really do it for B-list songs or like, you know what I mean? Like
It's not
they're
what
not
you
doing
start
it.
with. You don't say, "Hey, I'm going to break into the music industry by making a music video."
Right. Right. So I think it's safe to say music videos are deadish.
Yeah.
Deadish. Not dead. Deadish. The Tame Impala one's good. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And the cheapest one to produce is probably, I think, Arctic Monkeys. They made one that
Oh,
was just the sine wave, two
yeah.
sine waves.
Down, down,
No, no,
down,
no,
down, down,
no,
down,
no,
down,
no, no,
down,
no, no, no.
down,
It's been
down,
copied
down, down.
before from another song.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you know what's it called? Yeah. Anyway. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I did know them.
Shout out, friends of the podcast.
All of y'all.
Everyone in Arctic Monkeys is a big unpandering fan. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, we made their music video.
We helped
We're using the frequencies right now.
some of them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think we've used them all actually over the course of our podcast. So
What if there's a few we haven't?
we'll have to cover them in the future podcasts then.
Some screeches. We'll have
Yeah.
a podcast dedicated towards screaming. Each of us will take turns. We'll make bird noises, screech,
Yeah. We'll make all the human noises possible.
which ironically is a lot of animal noises. I'll have everyone know.
We'll combine what a fern and how did they make a dinosaur again? They made like a lion's roar and like a peacock or something.
Oh, did they? Is that how they
Yeah.
went?
Uh huh.
Scientists. Can you
Yeah.
imagine if that was your job? We had to recreate a dinosaur roar. Yeah, I'm gonna get high at work, and we're gonna use like I don't know, like leaves and porcupines, but like also a big animal, and we're gonna combine them all. Hmm.
I feel like
Work.
no, like the music producers of the past. They used CDs or vinyl or some other medium that was not in one location. So they always had like a giant wall behind them of just all these CDs. I could imagine them having like a volume of like animal sounds, just like dreaming it up in their heads and being like picking on that CD and another CD and just mixing it together.
They're
Uh,
pretty heavy, dude.
yeah.
A lot of animal mixers. Like the number one scientist
It's
on the
got
block.
all animal noises on this wall, and he shows it off to all his guests. He's like, "You ever want to hear what a fox says?"
Dad, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
Show you the brachiosaur one more time. Hmm.
He's got one of those '80s keyboards that just you tap it and it makes the brachiosaur, which
I got
is
one over here that makes car sounds.
hmm.
It's my kid's favorite thing to do. He just presses the buttons. No, it's like dissonant. Like and he loves to push all the keys that are next to each other.
I want to. I am feeling compelled to push those keys right now. Now that you mention it,
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
it's not a good sound.
All right, so where are we?
Back on track.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we got a little distracted there. Take a nice breather. This is our relaxation
Segment.
moment. Yeah,
We do this every time today.
stretch, move
In
your
through the nose,
shoulders
stretch
around.
that neck,
Ooh,
and just jerk your knees out as hard as you can right in
Yeah.
front of you. Just slam those
Don't
puppies.
look at what's there.
Don't look. This is all part of the relaxation
Yeah,
too.
full knee circles, nice and
Hmm.
wide, and then
Full
lean back.
extension.
Yeah.
Arch your back as hard as you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And breathe out.
So you got tongue twister? You got tongue twister?
No, I don't.
Oh
I
boy,
had one and I was making it up. I had to do a ginger ale. It was like ginger ale, ginger's ale. And I was like, that's just a rhyme, a bad rhyme.
that is true. I don't want to make one up on the spot, so let's just skip over that one. You really want to do one, don't you? I can see it in your face. You're
No.
trying to think of it. You're thinking ginger, 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 ginger.
Ginger, gingerly, Jane's ginger, Jane, ginger, Janie's ginger, Janie's ginger, Janie's ginger, Janie's ginger.
No, Janie's ginger, ginger. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't warmed up my mouth yet. I haven't done my normal exercises. Need another cup.
Do need some. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I need to do something, man. Oh, you know what? I got this headache, and I thought maybe it was conditioned from drinking, conditioned from having a kid, and conditioned from a combination of the two.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it might just be the man bun. Maybe it's squeezing my brain.
Make sure you don't have like I don't know how to say it. All those cancers are all the same. Glioblastoma, is that what it is?
Oh yeah, blastoma. I recognize that word. I didn't recognize the first word though.
I think that means it's like spreading along your nerve endings or something.
That would suck.
Yeah. It fucks with your voice, your smells, and your tastes. And then your vision starts to blur. And then it's like, but it's like it tweaks you. And then people are like with one symptom, they don't really know what it is. They're like, maybe you should try this medication. And then like a month later, it'll be like, but I can't see that well either. And they're like, because it's really fatal. It's really bad. You should get that checked out if you get another symptom of anything.
Like a headache.
Yeah.
Everyone know, if you've got a headache, head to the ER now.
If you
So I
have
was in-
insurance or not,
I
depends.
was in the ER recently. Did I tell you this?
You were?
Yeah, I was. I mean,
Personally?
it wasn't for me. It was for my girlfriend.
Hmm.
And she was experiencing pain. And we went there, and it wasn't just regular pain. We were in the ER for like 20 minutes. Everyone has a horror story. I was like, this isn't so bad. 20 minutes. Boom.
Mhm.
Brought us to a room in the back. We sat in that room in the back for 48 minutes.
Wow, you
And
timed it?
It like seemed like forever. So now an hour has passed, right? Like if an arm was falling off, who knows? And I'm like, finally, here comes a doctor. We're gonna get whatever. And as the person comes in, come in. I was trying to combine the
Yeah,
two.
we're bad at English tonight.
I tried. They came in with like this piece of paper, and they're like, well, your bill comes to $580 for an ER visit or whatever it was, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do you intend on paying? And I was like, we haven't even seen a doctor.
Oh,
And
man.
she's like, well, you just have to put a minimum on there. It's no big deal. $5, $10, and I was like, yeah, we'll do $10. And we gave them $10. Like that was our, and now they're gonna bill us for
The rest of it.
$500, $600 for.
I feel
whatever.
like if you had a random person come off the street and have like just a fake piece of paper asking for that exact thing, that you probably get a lot of money out of people. You dressed up like a nurse a little bit.
Could, but I think it would help if you were in a hospital setting.
No, I'm talking about you could walk into a
Oh,
hospital,
okay.
go to someone's room, and just say, "Well, your bill came in, and we'd like you to
We'd like-
prepay a little bit of it. I don't know what you have on you, but it'll help us."
Do you think they have cameras at hospitals?
They most certainly do, but if you're really
But
homeless,
if you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're homeless.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. We're crafting the perfect crime for all the homeless out there who watch the Unbanders.
yeah.
Huh.
Just steal a cell phone. Oh wait, you can't steal a cell phone. Go to your local free internet.
Hmm.
Type in unpanders, and you're there.
Are we that close to the internet is a life necessity yet?
Didn't they decide that
In America and in the world and where?
they decided that cell phones were?
Oh, did they?
But I don't know if you get a smartphone with your Obama plan in the past. Trump
Might
probably
be a
killed it.
phone or something.
I think you do get a smartphone. I think internet is essential for job searching. To be
Yeah, it makes sense.
factual.
It
yeah.
does.
I mean, I can't compete. You'd be like, what, cold calling people offices or something.
Do you have a job available?
I would like
Okay, now.
call me back at.
Yeah.
Do you have an email? Nope.
If I'm home, call this landline.
Just email me in the mail, the regular mail.
The regular old mail,
Yeah.
folks.
How much is it to send a letter now? Is it 50 cents? It's gotta-
49 cents or so? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that.
Hmm. Did you hear that? I didn't know the new
I wasn't
microphone
sure.
setting picked that up.
Yeah, I
It
wasn't
was
sure
like
which
a
direction that was
half
going.
burp into a burp. I don't know.
I had
I'm telling you, this headache is killing me. I'm trying to be more positive
trying to
for the
focus?
podcast.
Do I have to wait till you get over your hump? Is it an alcohol headache? Is it?
I don't think so because I started like a minute before we turn on the cameras. So
You want to go outside and get some fresh air and restart?
no, I do not. No, we're gonna power through this.
Yeah, we're gonna power through it. So I had my own hospital visit.
Uh-huh.
The missus is pregnant, so we did
Huh?
ultrasound, and they do like genetic counseling.
What's that?
It's where they try to figure out, like, if there's anything related to like your family trees that would cause issues with the baby, and there's no issues.
Okay.
He's fine.
Hmm.
And she's going through all these diseases and like talking about all the different genes. You get, you have 46, and then you have 2 pairs of 23 and all that jazz. Well, my wife has an interpreter who does ASL, and the ASL interpreter.
Boy, they have to spell like half the stuff because it's like there's no common words for it.
Or they switch it. So there's a, like she's saying, like the chances for having this disease, it's like 5%, like 1%. So she's like 5% chance, 1% chance. But she was using like, you have the chance to execute something. So like you have the opportunity. She was using the sign for opportunity.
You are opportunistic. One opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you want to cash in today?
Here's your chance for Down syndrome. Every time.
Uh,
Oh man. Every time
they,
it's like
they
seize
test
it.
all that with the size of the baby and stuff too, right?
They measure all the different parts of their body, and if they're proportional, it's probably okay.
Right. That's the scariest part about being a parent. No one talks about.
Because hospitals scare the shit out of you to take your money from you. It's the same way they try to tax you by being in the room before you actually saw a doctor.
Right, for 40 minutes.
Yeah. Taxes.
Crazy.
It's like you're going through Sherwood Forest.
Yeah, taxes. Someone ought to rob those mothers. Honestly.
That's one of my biggest gripes. Is that they charge you a fuck ton, and then insurance, depending on whether you're a slave, whether you're poor or middle class or you're ultra rich, I mean, you get charged very little or an excruciatingly painful amount.
Right. Well, it is funny because the same procedure does not cost the same across the board. I know it's well documented. Like, what does an MRI cost? Well, anywhere between $5 and $40,000. No one's really sure. We just fire that baby up and throw a number out.
Yeah. We throw in coins and see what sticks, and there's your bill.
Oh, you got $10,000. Good luck with that MRI. You know?
Oh boy, that's sort of bullshit. It just drives me nuts. And then if you get a bill, like the previous child's birth was like $50,000, reduced down to like $5,000, and then if you wait 3 months and then say I'd like a reduction,
more.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
But you gotta wait for it's like a big ball of money, and you just throw this sweaty ball of money right in their face and say 20% off, and they go.
So it's a little bit like Kohl's business model.
How's Kohl's?
Have you ever
bunch
been
of
in a
coupons?
Kohl's? No, have you ever been in a Kohl's? Right?
Yeah. There's one near me. Yeah.
I've never been in a Kohl's where something wasn't marked off like 60%, like 30%, or 40%.
Huh.
And I'm like, wow, babe, we're losing money to not buy this right now. It's 40% off. And it's something like socks or something. So it's like $11 for a 12-pack of socks or 6-pack of socks. And I'm like, babe, usually it's $21.99. We got to buy it right now.
So the red tag.
And the more you think about it, you're like, I wonder if it's $29.99 ever. Or is that just a made-up number? And really, it's just the regular price. They just say it's on sale that much and show you the price that it would be if it wasn't on sale.
I understood you.
Thank you. I didn't describe it perfectly, but
No, they definitely replace those tags with ones that mark up the price.
Right, like no one's paying $21.99 for the socks
No.
I saw for $7.99 or $11.99.
The only times I've been in Kohl's were buying online with like stackable discounts, so it's like 80% off.
Right, and then you go to the front of the store and they're like, "Hey, you want to scratch off for another 40%?" It's like, shit,
Yeah,
and you
jackpot.
do it. And it's like this place must be losing money, and it's like, well, maybe everything's marked up to make you think you're saving that money.
So you have a pet, right? Or is
I
that?
hope he's dead. I hope he's dead by the time I walk upstairs. Yeah.
well,
Yes.
well, like I think it was like Petco or PetSmart. They
Mhm.
charge a ridiculous amount for their stuff.
Yeah.
They had a coupon that was like dependent, like it's supposed to be like scratch off, like when you show up at the register, and it was like 5, 10, 20, or 40% off.
Sure.
But it had a specific code if you were 5, 10, 20, or 40%. So naturally, I just got the one that was 40%. And at the register, they're like, let's see what you got. And then I gave them the coupon. And she's like, oh, 40% off. That's amazing. And she literally had like a coworker behind her that was like the commentator. And he's like, oh, I wonder how that happened.
Wait. So what is it? It's always 40.
If you pick it out, yeah. Because you could, like online, like, yeah, the pamphlet showed that you could pick out either one. And
Oh, so you always pick the higher.
yep. So I scammed them.
Huh.
I don't know if
You're
that's
really you're
scamming.
taking them to town, baby.
I've,
Woo!
that's as guilty as I've felt getting a coupon applied. Like, unless it's like free, like those people that the Ultra Sabers, they stack like all these different coupons, and it's like you pay 2 cents on all of this stuff. You're just like, oh, and the people behind them in line are just like, finally, we can
Go
now check
away.
out. Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite of you. If we're talking about sales and things like that, like sometimes I see stuff for sale and it's across the street for like $4 less for like a $40 item. It's like this is $36 if you drive 5 minutes away and go here, and I'm always like, I'd rather pay more.
I'm tired of
It's almost
this.
like an FU to sales. No, because like all sales are somehow, I don't know. I guess I'm super anti-capitalist, where it all feels like it's all a scam, it's all a trick, it's all an illusion, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'm just like, I wish I could pay more for this item, and just FU to all the people who love sales. I can't explain it, and I don't do it all the time because I would just go broke. Well, I am broke, so maybe I do.
So if there was a store that you could literally tip the manufacturer, like
Mhm.
everything had a base price, but you could pay more if you chose to, would
No, I wouldn't in that case though. Like I'm okay with the manufacturer charging more. I think it seems more honest to charge more money sometimes. I don't know. I feel like there's like capitalism works so that everyone wants everything for the lowest price possible.
mm-hmm.
It
Except
just
if it's a juice maker called Juicero.
that wasn't less, was it? I think that was the one that
It's like $1,000 for a
yeah. Do you
you
know what it was
squeeze the
doing
juice
though?
out of the
Just
pack.
squeezing the pack, and it turns out you could just squeeze the pack.
Your hands.
Yeah,
And it was
that's
Wi-Fi
awesome.
connected. And you had to wait for it to like make
Yeah,
software updates or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Hold on,
Firmware update. Hold on.
yeah. Your juice will be
Do
ready in
not
5
unplug for
hours.
15 to 20 minutes.
You'd hear that thing
Uh,
in the middle of the night, be like,
oh, it worked.
slow squeeze.
Honey, the juiceroo worked. It's up, it's up. Mm.
I like my juice when it's slowly squeezed overnight. That's when it tastes
Mhm.
the best. When you know you spent $1,000 on like a cup of juice.
No one else touch it. The juiceroo is going to be the only one squeezing juices around here.
It'd be great if it was fueled by juice, so you had to pour the juice back into it so they could squeeze
Feed it.
juice.
I saw a juiceroo at a what's the name of the secondhand
Juicero.
shop?
Juicero.
Juicero. In a secondhand shop
Uh huh.
for like $6.99.
Oh, you didn't
I
buy
just saw this tweet yesterday or 2 days
$699
ago.
or $6.99?
No, $6.99.
Oh yeah.
Because think of it, what is it used for anymore?
It can't get the software update to function.
Well, and I don't know if that company's in business anymore after this.
No, they definitely shouldn't be. Watch it be like a cryptocurrency scam or something. They've now made a coin or a token.
Could have, who knows?
Clarifications? Corrections?
Just one.
Well,
I thought every year, um, the president of your local library has to get struck by lightning. I was gonna try and by holding up a sword. Damn it, can't do it. And then they all fight, and there can only be one.
oh.
Anyway, I was gonna make a Highlander
Uh,
reference, but
you
kind of messed it up already. So never mind. No corrections. I was entirely correct.
Huh.
There can only be one librarian. Mm-hmm.
Did you see that Reddit post of the person holding the umbrella up and under the rain spout? And they're getting pummeled on by rain, and you thought the umbrella was going to flip upside down and spray them. Well, they walked out in the yard and a lightning bolt just like explodes behind them. They didn't get hit, but it makes it look like they did because the camera shakes, and it's probably fake internet bullshit. But
You see the car get struck by lightning yet? The white car?
the white car, is it driving
Yeah,
through an intersection? And there's no flash in the ground?
So. It's in Russia or somewhere. Anyway, this just happened. Internet video a day or two ago. It's so funny how the internet works. Like you'll probably come across it in the next 24 hours
Yeah.
and be like, yeah.
Everyone has their time, and my time's about 37 hours delayed after the original post.
To reach you.
Yeah, it's pretty
But,
bright.
I know we usually have a format, but we could probably jump into our subject a little here because it does tie in.
One thing. So there's a correction from last time for the nephrectomy. This is removing a kidney.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to kidney.org to find out if it was beneficial to give away your kidney, if you could live a full and happy life. And apparently on kidney.org you can. You can live a perfectly great life on continuing on and enjoying it. Until you look at other websites that say you can only have 75% of your functionality left, and you have to watch what you eat. You have to do a blood test, urine test, blood pressure. You also have to watch your salt. You can't smoke. Drinking alcohol is questionable. Your cholesterol, your stress, your weight, and your exercise all have to be in the right area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You have to watch out everything you do, or else you're gonna kill that functional kidney. And they say it really shows up. It takes about 25 years, but it's probably gonna happen. Full 25-year lifetime of that kidney. You're gonna have a great and happy life. So no, I'm not giving my kidney to my dad. Screw him.
Fair. I would still do it.
For your dad?
For whoever. I can't wait to die.
See, I think some people think, I think I'm going to live to like 90s. You probably have a target that's like 40 something. I'll live fully in 40. You're the live fully in 45 years type.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll be done doing everything I can do.
And then I'm like,
I'm just sitting waiting for your death.
That's what this podcast is about, isn't it?
Oh, the happiest podcast on earth.
It had to do with something, but I can't remember. I'm telling you, I got a headache. Podcast. It's really weighing on me. I wish I could tell more jokes, be funnier. We're gonna call this episode Dan Pander.
Yeah, I have to do the whole thing.
All the heavy lifting. Check his shoulders. Someone give him a massage. Let my man go.
On my left side, because my elbow's killing me. But I'm not going to go on that story. It's on my neck. I swear the guy, he must have elbowed me in the neck at the same time he kneed me in the elbow.
Kneed you in the elbow.
It's a weird sexual position. It's the last time I ever jumped into an orgy.
From the top rope.
Yeah. Oiled up and ready to swim. So you hear about the Duffer brothers?
Mm-mm.
You know who they are?
No, it sounds familiar.
Directors on Stranger Things, Netflix.
Oh, okay.
They allegedly yelled at a female cast member, and then she got upset and posted on International Women's Day that they were meanies.
Which one, like a cameraman or woman?
I'm not sure. It didn't really.
Not one of the actresses.
I don't think it was an actress. I think it was like a stagehand or something.
Okay.
So like she said it was abuse.
Mm.
And I don't. Those
The
stories are
way you're
always never.
phrasing this makes it sound like you're siding.
Yeah, I'm not trying to specify,
Okay.
but they do generalize. It's annoying when people like they roll it up. They didn't say what happened. They say like I've been wronged, and they don't say anything really
Mm.
about what happened. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
say he said this, and this is what he said, and it's like this is the exchange we had. I'm gonna copy it, send it to you, legal documentation. They don't post that on Twitter, especially not on Women's Day, and using all the hashtags that relate to what was the movement?
Me too.
Yeah, they didn't do the Me Too one, but I think they kind of tried to fold it into the Me Too.
Okay.
So that's
That's
like,
people. That's how it goes. I used to feel one way when I was younger, like more pro male when I was younger, like super pro male,
mm-hmm.
like just watching the movie Fight Club over and over.
Yeah.
And then I think like a year or two ago, I was like super pro women, where I was like, hey man, they need more opportunities. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I really like the movie Fight Club still, and I think women could use more opportunities. So I'm just gonna kind of stay out of it. It's like a women thing. I'm like, let their voices be heard. So I guess that's
Uh,
me being generous. But I'm not gonna pretend to proselyte the cause. I'm not gonna
yeah.
be like, women need more voices, people, and be like Bernie Sanders or something. Just be like, yo, let other people have the stage. Let them have their say. And go, go.
So I think you really want to understand what being a woman is like, which
Sure.
should entail going to a gay club and being hit on, right?
I used to deliver to gay bars.
Yeah. What was it like?
Oh my god, there's only two, but they really hit on me, and it was the best feeling in the world. You kidding me?
It was great. Did they
Call
follow
me
you home?
sweetie, call me honey. Said I was the best looking. If I ever turned gay, to call them, and I was always like, huh, you guys. And then I was like, oh my goodness, this is great.
Huh. Were they bigger than you?
Most
Were they muscly?
no, they were like 70 and old,
Uh,
so it was like, but it was cool. I did go on a tour of the neighborhood in Philadelphia. Me and my other buddy Dan, college Dan, went, and we did a whole night in Gay Town.
wow.
And
You.
no, it was like gay, like all the famous gay bars. Like they were super gay, super gay. You got to know people to get in. We got in, didn't have to pay covers because we were with someone. I'm not gonna mention his name because I don't know if you.
He's an
He's
icon.
out. He's gay. He's awesome. I can say his name, Tom, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
He brought us around, me and Dan, and we were straightos. And we went to all the gay bars and didn't pay for a drink. People were buying us drinks. They were the happiest thing in the world. People were smiling. Everyone was clapping each other on their back. People were hugging. I was like this whole other world I was in, and I was like, this is great. I wish I was gay. So me and Dan were outside. We're like laughing, having a good drink, and someone would be like, I can tell you two are a couple of straightos. And I was like, what did you say? And he was like, a couple of straightos. Can
Offended.
spot you a mile away. And I was like, wow. I am, but geez.
Hmm.
Kind of, I'm telling you, I think it's the time to be gay, though.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I can't do it. It's not in my nature, but they had so much fun. It's such a cool community. It's such a. And do you know gay people always pay for stuff in cash?
What? Are you sure?
They always have cash. All right, this is a fact. Gay people just always have cash on them, and it's always enough cash to cover whatever the bill is.
So when
That's
someone
crazy.
pays exactly in cash, the
Hmm.
next time I see that happen, I'm gonna be like, huh? Are you? I'm gonna follow him out to his car. Be like, excuse me, sir.
Sir, are you?
Are you?
Can we? Man to man, are you?
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
it's a
I'm not
known.
gonna
It's
say
a known,
it.
known fact. So,
Are you?
shout out. I wish.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I wish I could go back to those clubs. Now I'd have to pay for my drinks. I'm a little older.
Yeah,
You know.
you're no longer a stallion.
Mm-mm.
That I guess I don't know. Maybe I'll tell the story. Maybe I will. I think.
Go ahead. Who cares?
So
We have
this is
13
not.
viewers.
This is not
Okay.
on gays. This is on the single guy who's a creeper.
Whoa.
So I went to. I think it was a Sears because they're going bankrupt anyway. It's probably a little bit better than a Sears. I'll be honest. It was a little bit better than a Sears. But I was buying dress pants for my first real job. This was back in college. And I got a pair of pants. I tried them on. They're a little too small because I was getting a little bit muscular, getting a little bigger back then.
Muscular in the
Had a decent
the
body.
waist? The muscular in the waist.
I got a
I hear
thick
you.
trunk, a
Okay.
couple of trunks. So I was putting the pair of pants back, and I was picking out the bigger ones. So I went back in, and I'm trying on some clothes. For some reason, I have my shirt off. I hear a knock. I go, excuse me. And I crack the door open a little
Probably
bit.
a worker. It's probably a worker.
Yeah, I cracked the door open a bit. And like, yeah. He's like, I think I forgot my wallet in here. And I was like, you left your wallet in here? He's, yeah. So the room is only like maybe a 3x3.
Maybe 2x2.
I look around. No, I don't think so. No. So then I shut the door. He leaves. I get those pants, and I was just picking out a second pair of pants. I go back in, and I made eye contact with the guy as I walked back in, and I think that was a mistake. Like, I was just looking around. I was looking out for him to make sure he wasn't like following me.
Yeah. You're like,
And then it's like he's just like right on me, and I was like, "Fuck."
Wait on
So,
Bryce.
Have you heard this story before?
Just the next line coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't know I didn't know all these details.
Yeah. So I'm changing. I felt something like wrong was about to happen. So I put my shoes in front of the door so I couldn't just like slide it open because those doors have like the little like magnetic thing. It just does like you can't lock it.
Ooh.
So it was like a shitty door with the
Must
slats.
have been a suit.
Yeah. So he just pushes the door open slowly, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And he just pantomimes. He pantomimes, and I go, He's like, I'm like, don't. Is it blowjob? Blowjob?
He said it?
He said blowjob.
That's awesome.
And I go, no. And I just kind of like stood there like shaking my head. I'd never been propositioned like that before, so I was just like what's the I don't know how the proper way to say get the hell out of here, because like I guess I could just say that, but I was just like no, and he just kind of like he slowly like slid it away, and like yep, he did exactly that.
Yeah, what else can you do? I mean, you got the big NO. I mean, in retrospect, it probably took a lot of guts on his part.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like, I never do this. Handsome gentleman made eye contact with me. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
And then you go and just shut him down.
Fire.
You do this.
Oh, no.
And he's like this. Out on a limb, he's like, I thought this was. I don't.
Oh.
Well, now what do I gotta. Okay. Did he at least give you a see ya? Catch you later.
Like,
bye.
Kind of like
bye.
Ask him the stats. Like, how often do you do this? How many people say yes? Is it always this same room? Should I come back? I'm not gonna come back to the store. No.
Yeah.
Good thing it's going bankrupt. So that's my story about creepers who happen to be gay. One creeper.
Fair.
One creeper. My whole life. Let's transition to the next topic, which happens to be
Creepers that are straight.
Yeah. No, I read something today about men. Men are really like dick salesmen, and they go around trying to sell you their dick all the time. And once you get on the ground floor, they try to upsell you. They try to make it so it's like a bigger, better model. They try to get you really into it.
What are they selling?
Dick.
I thought so, but what's bigger and better than dick? Baby, I got a fist.
No, it's their dick that they haven't sold yet. So like you try once you get them a little interested on the ground floor, you just kind of pump it up.
It's better and better wiener.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been saying wiener a lot on the podcast because I think dick is too
Dick's
vulgar.
a little offensive.
Well, no. When I die and I leave this digital imprint, I want people to be like, Wow, Nick had a lot of decorum. Dan kept saying Dick,
Yeah.
but Nick, not Nick. He was like,
Weiner.
man, that wiener. you know?
Wiener's so soft, so gentle.
Yeah, well, wiener is
I like
a flaccid penis.
penis.
It's a
Penis
flaccid.
is forceful too. Dick and penis.
Yeah, they
Cock, dick, penis, cock. All three of those things are really forceful. Really manly to say it.
Yeah, they're hard vowels. They're called,
Uh
which conjures a hard.
huh. I just upsold you.
Thank you.
Digital imprint. I'm gonna have to cut it right here and start it up again.
Why?
I said the three holy, unholy trinities. Dick, penis, cock.
Well, what is our topic?
I think this is a really good topic. It's just, I hope it doesn't go to waste. Let's talk about self and the digital self and the progression of self and all of that imprint that you leave behind. Where do you want to begin? How do you know you're
I'm going to cut right to the core. Sometimes I think that we overshare. We have too much information. We make podcasts. We make Twitters. We make tweets. We have Facebook posts about our dinner on December 18th at 4 p.m. when we had early dinner, and we put a picture of it and talk about how we made it in the friggin' oven. And I'm like, that's too much. But how much do you know about? Well, how much do you know about, let's say, your grandfather?
Almost nothing. I mean, I met him. He was alive.
He probably wrote letters, right?
Good guy, yeah. But it'd be
he
like
had a job. Hold on, he had a job, right?
Painter. Yeah.
I mean, he had no, like
it's more information than he shared with me. I just shared with you guys.
Sure. If you really, really wanted to, he was as famous as Elvis, for crying out loud. Do you think you'd figure out way more about him? You definitely could. I mean, not as much. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
You would figure out where he worked, what years he worked, who he dated, kind of like maybe some letters he wrote. Would you have anything? He used to smoke a wooden pipe. Oh, we found the pipe, but you don't care. I mean, not to be rude, but are you really looking for all that information?
Once you get to this point in your life, it's not really about figuring out what you're going to do with information anymore. Like, there's no hurdles that you have to jump over, really. So, like, the people that he dated, maybe it's reflective of something that you were doing when you were dating people, but that's gone now. So,
sure.
Maybe one of the other topics would be like health problems later in life. Like, that really is pertinent to you, right?
It is. Yeah, that would be, but I'm still not going to research it. Too lazy.
Plus, no one shares that socially for some reason.
Right.
No one's
that
like.
That is interesting. No one does do that.
Yeah.
You could probably figure it out.
Yeah. You're gonna have a 35% opportunity to have a heart attack in the next 10 years. Oh, I'll take that.
10 minutes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet.
But I just think people are worried we share too much. But I imagine the pattern keeps going in the same direction. And sorry, I moved the car, which moved the camera.
You have like a Rube Goldberg machine back there.
No, my son's toys are all over.
Yeah.
So a car was sitting on the wire. But I imagine my kids' generation will be sharing more than I'm already sharing.
Yeah, do you think they're going to look up each other's parents and make fun of them? They probably are.
For a little bit, but like even that gets old because everyone's parents are corny and everyone's parents are doing stupid, corny ass crap. Plus, do you think anyone has the attention span to watch a 55-minute podcast in that generation? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they're like, your dad had a podcast. What a loser! Your mom Heather put the baking ingredients for her casserole and it was wrong. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh.
Unless your like mom was like Carmen Electra or somebody like that.
Right. That's why I mentioned if your grandfather was Elvis, you would know more. Okay, here's a crazy thought I had the other day.
What if you had nudie pictures on the internet?
Have you ever sent a nude picture anywhere?
I don't remember specific events. I'm sure that it might have happened when I was like a youngin', younger than I am now. But that was back before the internet was like a real thing.
Sure.
Before people could
Do you
tweet
think?
out your dick cock
Sure.
penis on
Do you think?
to
Do you
everybody.
think? So I'm being honest. I love this Elvis thing here, or Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
If you were as famous as Elvis or as famous as Mozart, you literally are one of the more famous people on earth alive, and you died. How much information do you think they could get? Do you think they could find out a way to hack AOL logs and figure out all the people you chatted with and the things you said? Humanly possible. Every other human on earth is working towards this end.
Do you think AOL has a clauses that says they get to keep all your conversations and then sell them?
Well, what did they do with them?
I don't know, but they have. I mean, I had it set so that I would store all my logs of conversations I had that didn't make any sense to me as a 32-year-old man. And I was like, what the hell was my 20-year-old self talking about? But
You're saying 20. I'm talking about like even like 14, 16,
yeah,
stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
now that it records it, since you're like the smallest of things, as soon as you could type on a keyboard, it's gotcha. There's gonna
So
be
my
like
question is,
senators in the future that like you were 8 years old and you.
right, right, you did this. Oh, interesting. Your parents said you don't like Hispanic people, and you left. It's like I was 7. I didn't know that word. You know what I mean? It's like, well, interesting, because when you were 6, your first grade teacher told you about
Yeah.
Hispanics. What do you say now, Senator? It's like, damn,
Damn it, he's got me in a
damn,
lie.
damn it, damn it. The 8-year-old conspiracy. Well, what I'm getting at is, how famous is the most famous person in the world, and how weird would it be if you became that famous?
Hmm. So you're
So,
saying the most famous in the world is like maybe a Jesus type, and
yeah,
if I were Jesus,
uh
then
saying,
I, there's no way that Jesus could happen like a real Jesus, and not second coming. I mean, like a new Jesus
sure.
this day and age, because he would be recorded in every which way, and they'd say like, well, there's the parable where he made food out of nothing, and then it'd be like, I got a picture right here. He's got loaves of bread in his pants. He's just pulling bread out of his pants.
Sure, I understand. You're disproving miracles.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about disproving anything. I'm saying who you are, all your horrible mistakes, and
Mm.
your
Oh yeah.
semi-okay hair, and your
What are you talking about?
your hockey's on TV, and everything you've ever done is on TV. It's recorded. It's whatever. Let's say you become so famous that people can figure out a way in 20 years where they can literally stream your life for an audience.
Like a Truman
And
Show type of deal. They could
yeah, but
patchwork
hold
it
on.
together.
But it's this. So they were like, well, the most famous person ever, Dan from the Unpanders, we're gonna do his life and we're gonna make it a movie. So you can come to the movies any day. It's that day of his life, and they like have on the screen all the things you typed that day, all the things you may have looked at that were pornographic
Be
that
like a
day,
news feed.
all your news feeds you read, everything you texted, because oh yeah, everything you yeah, yo
Claps
seriously,
too. Yeah.
oh everything, and you had such a following that some people were like, I'm gonna fap the same thing Dan fapped to on the same day, and you were like, I mean you're dead, it doesn't matter, but like how
My
weird
God,
would that
I'm
be?
dead. How would I what? What was the last question? I was imagining my death.
Just how weird would it be if people were so absorbed with whatever you did, you cured 8 cancers and did whatever and changed the world, and people were like, I just need to know his whole life inside and out.
I always feel like I couldn't run for president now that I've had a podcast because I probably said
Too much
like
already.
penis, cock, whatever the other one is.
I think our current president is said enough, so
Yeah,
there's
well,
still hope for that. But
he grabbed a boob or something. I don't even know how I'd feel. I mean, I'm dead, so I don't feel anything towards it. But
right,
if that
isn't
was
it weird?
happening live, I don't know. I don't know that it would affect me either. If people were like Truman showing my life.
I don't know. I mean, imagine they go to your workplace and do like worshiping at where your workstation was, and you're like, nah, I just used to eat lunch there once in a while.
Yeah,
You're like, no, it's,
I'm a
it's
little
pretty
shrine.
normal.
It's gonna become like a modern day Jesus, but
hmm
people would follow you around, worship you. They'd ask if they could like drive your car for you. They'd take you places.
And I'm telling you though, they would people who work at AT&T or T-Mobile or whatever give up your phone records in a second.
So you could never do anything wrong. Like
You
you'd
already
be
did
forced
it.
to. Yeah. Hmm.
It's crazy.
See, that's the flip side of it. Is that there are tons of people out there that have no notoriety whatsoever, and they're trying to get some. And then,
But you, right, everyone wants to be famous, have the hits, the likes, the retweets, the hearts, the Facebook likes, the everything. But really, if you had all of them in the world and you were the most famous person on earth, it would probably suck. It would be weird.
it would be weird, people like knowing you before. I mean, that's what celebrities deal with all the time, right?
I
Like people
guess.
come up to them
I
and
couldn't do that.
they have certain expectations of them, and it's like that was a character I played on a movie show, like movie show.
Or just someone walking up to you and be like, "Hey, next time you're talking to Nick, remind him about what you did in eighth grade." And it's like, I didn't. Go away. I don't know you. Yeah, I'll do my show. Leave me alone. I don't know you. I'll talk about what I want on the unbanners. You have any idea who I am? You get mad at them.
But someone's
They're just
recording
too
you,
weird.
so you can't really get mad at them.
Right, right. I know there's a camera around here. Yeah.
I'm waiting for like the generations that have had like recording like viable. Like growing up, recording meant that you held a VHS recorder, right? Like a big ass
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
camcorder. Well, it came in like a mini VHS tape, right? That's
sure.
the one you
Yeah,
had.
yeah, the mini. Yes, yes.
So like it was gigantic. So like if people were recording you, you knew it. You could see it. They're like, "Give me that camera." But now it's like you have no idea what's like you're probably getting recorded in 10 different ways. So you can't
Yeah, forget that. They said by now there's 100 cameras for every human on Earth. I think
really.
they think in 10 years there'll be like 250 cameras for every human.
That would be doubled. More than doubled.
Thank you for the math, but yeah. So your chances of everything getting caught on camera are much
Really high.
higher.
That's like I remember watching like Road Rage where people like they do stupid things. They get out of their car, they like punch a window, and then they like cut each other off or they ram each other, and then it's like all filmed from like 3 different angles. Like you're just like there'll be a time when people just be like, I'm gonna be recorded. They're gonna know exactly what I'm gonna do. Like I can't blow my stack and get really angry at anybody.
Blow my stack. You watch any new shows?
No, what does that fit in?
Altered Carbon?
Oh, maybe it is. I
Have
just
you been?
finished it. I just finished that.
You finished the whole goddamn series?
Yeah, I did.
Where do you get this goddamn? Where do you get the time? I saw 3 episodes.
Does your son let you watch it? Probably not. My son doesn't.
No, well,
He
I'm not
can't.
watching Altered Carbon around my son. That's
It gets
I'll let him.
really freaky towards the end, and I was like,
Does it?
I'm gonna. This is a spoiler.
Don't spoil
Spoiler
me,
alert
dude.
for.
Come on, I'm on episode 3.
I'll be as vague as possible.
Uh-huh.
There's some like really erotic scenes that involve lots of dead corpses that are naked.
In the house of whatever, I know.
It's like
It's gotta be at that house.
it was like hot and disturbing and like got your like nerves going because it was like really intense.
Weird and intense.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, I wasn't sure how I felt, but I was like, I was gonna keep watching it.
It was a good show overall. You giving it good grades?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
It got really like too much for
Weird.
younger viewers.
Okay.
I don't know what it's rated because they don't really tell you the ratings on Netflix. It's just
Pretty sure it's R, dude, from the first episode.
oh yeah,
Brains getting
I think it's
blown out,
I think it's more than
nudity,
R.
sex, and yeah.
Towards the end, that's exactly what gave me the thought that I was gonna jump into a whole different area.
Okay, let's go into it. If
So
you could store your consciousness on a stack.
it's not even your consciousness; it's all your nerve endings and all your connections. Because they even talk about that. If you put it yourself in a different body, then you have to like relearn how the body works.
Hmm.
You get that like a sleeve sickness.
Oh, I didn't get that far, I guess.
Mhm. No, it's one of
Actually,
the first episodes.
I finished the first 2. I think I started the third, but I was drinking heavily, so I'll probably have to rewatch the third.
With this series, they tie it in multiple times, so they loop back, and
Good.
they bring back other people that are experiencing what he felt the first time through. When you're like, what is this show about? And they just like fly through the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So like you get that's one of the things they create a good world. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very Blade Runner meets something.
yeah, like a Total Recall almost, like a different world.
Sure, a
where-
little bit of Total Recall meets Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, they So if you could store your consciousness and save yourself, And
Your
have you gotten?
entire everything that's you.
Yeah, you get
Your
to.
neural endings, your consciousness, your. What about your strength and your speed? I feel like they change with the sleeve.
No, I guess you could if you have a human. It's called a corpse, a human clone. You could make them stronger. You can give
Okay.
them upgrades and stuff. You haven't got that far
Okay.
yet, but yeah. So you can, if you're super wealthy, you can never die unless your stack gets shot through,
Mhm.
and you don't have a backup. But they make backups for the super rich. So that's the one
Rich
guy.
people can always afford backups.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like stem cells. If it
Mhm.
could make
A
your
little
whole
bit.
body new again.
Right. And instantaneously usable again, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I was gonna say like TRON does the same thing. The new one. You see the neutron?
I saw like 3/4 of it.
Neutron. Um,
Did I finish it? No, I didn't.
you didn't finish it? Well, the whole premise of that was that like you could break down the human DNA and the whole buildup of a person, and like convert it into a digital world where you could like do digital surgery on them, and then fix them, and then port them back into the normal world.
Is that what the? Oh yeah, I did finish it. Is that what the other guy was? The bad guy was the bad version of what's his name?
Yeah, he was
Jeff
like a
Bridges.
digital version of him, but the
Yeah, he was a bad Jeff Bridges.
what do they call that really attractive, serious actress Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
She was the I forget what they call them. Oh shit.
Your like robot partner, but not robot. Indigenous.
Yeah, the
Is
additional
she
this.
one of the
Yeah,
indigenous people of the digital world?
yeah.
They showed up one day. He was like, they showed up one day in the digital
It's
world.
just,
Like,
this
what?
digital
Okay.
life, the beginning of digital life.
Which is crazy because that almost seems like,
Hmm. How we became.
hmm, hmm.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
Digital self.
sometimes there's topics where I think there's a ton to talk about, and sometimes it
Oh,
peters out.
there's definitely a lot of meat on this potato.
Oh, there definitely is.
And just I don't know where to go.
Fluid
Let's
conversation.
see.
Uh,
Was every sleeve in the show a sleeve was treated as a sleeve,
well,
not like not a human life in a way.
that's like how you how you define a sleeve is different. I like that. I'm gonna ruin the show for you.
Don't
That's
ruin the damn show. All right, move off the show.
You
Let's
can
say
ask the question though. They certain sleeves they know are actual humans that will be humans again. So they treat certain skins as like
better.
not gonna ruin the skin because it is human and it will be used again.
Okay.
And that's the gist of the religious, I would say, aspect of it.
I mean, there's the people who hate people who
Yeah, who reskin themselves.
Right. Interesting.
It's a world that needs a follow on. I will say that. You could recreate another show in that same vein, and you could
Just
do
a
a
whole
different
different
spin.
show, but same world.
Yeah. There are 3 or 4 characters that I could see playing and continuing on.
That sexy ass cop.
Oh yeah, Kristen Ortega.
Thank you. I knew you looked her name up. I knew it. I just knew it.
I don't know what her real name is though. That's her show character. How do you think people will view our podcast?
I think they're like, I didn't watch the show. What are they talking about? Or hold on, dude. Go into specifics. Oh, I love that show. This is the best show. I hope they'd say so and so about something, and I'm here like,
I'm really waiting for someone to actually watch it and give concrete feedback.
All right, I'm close. All right, if I get free time, I'm not doing podcasts or raising a child.
I'm talking about our own podcast. Not alter. Well, we can talk alter carbon when you're done, but like even our own podcast. Like I don't know how people take it because I feel like most people don't respond.
Most people are okay with it and don't respond with it, but I will say there hasn't been a new one in a while, according to some people. And the fact that they know that's a good thing, right?
They're quiet listeners. They're stalkers.
Uh-huh.
Oh. What's the other word for a stalker? Lurker. They're lurkers. That's what it is.
I'm a good lurker. So how do you exist digitally?
I don't know. I don't think I had very big of a footprint. Like I don't have. We'll talk about the social medias.
Like on your Reddit, are you posting a lot? Are you upvoting a lot? Are you?
The name that I post under is UnPander is YouTube. So it's really I'll blame it on you if it's a shitty post.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But you do post
I do
once
every
a
now and
day?
then.
Twice
I
a
gave
day?
a guy props today because he went through a story about how he was looking for a new job and stuck in the same job, but he loved his job and then he upgraded, and then like 2 years later he upgraded again, so he boosted his salary literally by like 300%.
Double. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and like he went through the phases and detailed what he was thinking and feeling and like how it like might have not worked out, but it actually did, and you could see like both sides. Like he's one of those posters that he's not dead set on a certain opinion.
Mhm.
He's splitting
He's clinical.
analysis.
Clinical. Yeah, clinical analysis. Very
Yeah.
I found this, but then this, and then I noticed this, and these are the numbers this,
Mm-hmm.
which is almost like an overshare in one degree.
Yeah, but I think he was self-aware of not oversharing. He was just
Sure.
sometimes they like you could feel oversharers. This is again like digital personas that you read in through just text. You could
Right.
feel how a person is, how they are.
I think you can, especially if there's more than one post, obviously.
Yeah, and there
And the
was.
type of post someone posts.
Mm-hmm. So
Like if someone's always posting in cryptocurrency but doesn't have any posts anywhere else, like that's like
one-sided.
right. It's like
Yeah.
I know what you're here for. Relax, pal.
So like the oversharers usually want a response. So they don't post things that are very long. So they're just like they'll like finish it with a question like this is the internet. Like you're not going to get a response to that question that you want. So people are
Sometimes you do.
Yeah,
You really?
very
The
rarely.
audience? I agree.
So what were we beginning? I forgot what I was going to say about that.
Digital imprint. Just I'm on Twitter all the time. Like that's what I
Yeah.
do. I use Facebook like once a week.
I don't even use Facebook
Just to
that
look.
once a month maybe.
Well, hold on. Use is just I check it once
Yeah.
a week.
You look
I post on it once every 6 months or so.
Instagram, Twitter. Use Twitter a lot,
I use Twitter all the time.
and then Tumblr.
I don't even know if I have a Tumblr account. I don't think I do.
What about things that like track you, like track your movement? Google Maps.
Yeah, I probably use Google Maps a good amount. As
So-
delivery guy, it's like useful to go from stop to stop.
Yeah. So people could probably track your movement.
I can track my whatchamacall,
Yeah.
my delivery route.
Could see where he's
Hey,
at
have
5
fun
minutes.
in North Philly, you dumbass.
Yeah. He took a dump at this bar.
Yeah.
There was a murder around the street, around the corner. It's possible. Maybe.
It is. Implemented in crime. Actually, did you hear the new Alexas they're releasing have a direct line to the police?
Really? Honestly? Like an
I
emergency?
swear to God, yeah, it just came out. It's more for 911 emergencies, but also you can report a crime if you want.
Huh. What if you
It just came out
accidentally...
yesterday or today. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I want the police in my living room.
Is an Alexa covered under like the like if you're talking to a priest that is supposed to be confidential?
I know. I don't know.
They're like, I just murdered somebody. They're like, the Alexa is still on, and like the police have been
Wait,
called. You're
the
like,
priest is like that. I have an Alexa in the pew with
he's
me.
not even in the pew. It's just an Alexa.
I absolve you. Thank you, Peter.
That's one thing that a show has a show done that where it's a robotic priest?
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We just made $1 million.
Yes.
Someone made $1 million if you waited to the 50-minute mark of the Unpanders, folks.
Yeah,
Woo!
welcome.
Lucky you.
That's where the ideas start coming.
They do.
We should make that robotic religious cult. Once we find robots that can understand religion.
Or people.
Anybody
Matter.
who can understand religion. That'd be great if they give you all the options. Like, depending on how you feel, you could do any of these options because they're all in scripture.
A, penance. B, not penance. C, rejoice. Yeah, I'm feeling rejoice today,
Yeah.
Alexa. Pump up some God songs that celebrate rejoicing. I thought you might find this one really good. Thanks, Alexa. Yeah. Mm.
I just take a sip. I knew that was the wrong time to take a sip of my beverage.
Mm.
For
Beer flavored beverage. The old H2O. Flavored like beer.
that'd be another thing is that you can. So they have those like Coke machines that have all the different flavors of Coke. It's like if they had like the terrible flavors, like to dissuade people from becoming an alcoholic, maybe it would help. I don't know. I don't know if that would dissuade people.
I feel like beer kind of tastes bad. It's not bad, but
It's only not.
that's why when you give it to
The kids are always like, "Oh, this is
this is
icky,"
disgusting. How do you drink this? It's like to get drunk.
and then
It's
like an hour later, they're just like, "Ha ha, I love it.
yeah.
Give me more of that."
Yeah. And think about it. When you're like a teenager and you're sneaking beer, you're like, this tastes awful. Keep drinking. So, what do you yeah, I made it sound like Bill Cosby a little bit.
Or Krusty the Clown or
Keep
something.
drinking. Jello. Oops, I gotta close that.
Oh yeah, it's very bright, very blue.
Sorry. My background today is actually I did it so Yelp backgrounds appear.
Yelp.
No, Bing. Is it Bing or Yelp? Who has the
Bing
fancier
is a search engine.
Yeah.
Yelp is for food. Very blue
No,
food.
I use the Bing. It's the background of the day. It makes it
The
my
snow
desktop
cone?
background.
Like how many
I'd
blue
show you
foods
the-
are there?
Spider 37, Dog Pile,
Lykos. Yo
Lykos.
mama.
Dog Pile. I was trying to think of the old ones. I used to know a bunch from a
Ask
Mr.
Jeeves.
Grace. Ask Jeeves. There were so many
But
good ones.
if it was Yelp, it'd be food, right? 'Cause the background would be blue. Because I saw the big bright blue screen
I think
shining
you're
on
right.
your face.
It was the Bahamas, I believe.
Oh, some beautiful.
Ocean view.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't think this episode's gonna cut it. My fears are being lived.
Yeah.
Yep, that means it's cut.
Good night, babe. Love you so much.
She said.
I'll
something.
make sure. She said make sure, and I couldn't hear the rest. So
You're gonna have to do every errand that's on the list.
let me think of what she was thinking of. I don't know.
Laundry, dishes, mail,
No.
trash.
Wait.
Let's do all the. Let's go through all of those.
What if she said make sure you kill Behemoth in Final Fantasy 15? That's right where I am.
Huh.
Like,
That's
would
very thoughtful.
I'm just saying.
I would love it if they knew what we were doing in games. Let's talk about Sea of Thieves.
Okay, got it.
So like,
Oh, okay. I like Sea of Thieves. I
Mhm.
love Sea of Thieves.
I know you do. You're gonna get it.
I'm getting it. I don't care.
I will give it that. You can sit on like the bow of the ship and just look at the waves, and like let other people control the ship, and you just sail. And there's a feeling like you can almost put your feet in the water and you feel the sun, and it's just swaying. Like you could just keep swaying.
They spend all their money on
Water.
the ocean, the way the water looks, the way you move in the water, the way the water moves around you, the way it looks at night, the way it looks in the morning, the way it
Storms, waves,
during
crashing.
storms, the way it moves your boat, the way you move in it, the way it's a very
Fluid.
yeah,
Cerebral.
but not harsh, like almost a
Feels very natural. Like there's a nature aspect to it that just is undeniable. Like the little white caps that come during like a little bit breezy.
wind, or when you're going against the wind or something.
Yeah. So I will say that about it. It's very soothing.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that it's soothing, and I wake up like 5 hours later from its trance, and I go, shit, now I gotta actually go to sleep.
That night we were playing, I literally was like, it's like 1 o'clock. I was like, I gotta stop now.
Yeah.
And I must have played for whatever, and I stopped, and it was like, I looked at my clock and it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, oh my god.
It's the
And then I
blue.
realized it was daylight savings 3. So
That's what Clash of Clans did, is that it gave you like a bright green and blue background,
Mhm.
just like the background that you have of the Bahamas right now. And it's like it puts you in a trance because your body is wired to receive blue. So you're looking at the blue ocean, it's bright blue, it's in motion, and you're constantly like, what can I do? And there's always like a little something you could do.
Yeah, there is always tidying up or something.
Yeah. It's good, but I think we've done it. I think we've done almost everything for like interacting between boats and stuff.
No, I'm gonna keep doing it. I just think there's something cool about the truce situation.
Yeah, it was a
No,
truce
no,
for
no,
2 minutes.
truce, and then both boats are getting closer, and it's like, no, 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 this is really a truce. And then both boats are still getting closer, and you're like, it's a truce, right? And everyone's at the cannons, like waiting
You can hear
for
them
the
talking.
first shot. Yeah, that is funny when you can hear people talking. Like I snuck on board, and they were like, "We got to circle around and kill these F and Fs," and they were like, "Whoa."
I should have hid below deck when I snuck on their ship and just listened to them talk.
You can. I mean, as long as you don't talk, they don't hear you.
That should be my goal. It's like I wish they had a small ship that they couldn't see, or you can like have like a submarine or something.
A one man ship.
Yeah.
Beep beep. Moves around.
I feel like it could be a game that really has something to it if it adds like a couple features. Like your progression is not very. It doesn't. I don't think that progression is going to do very much for you. It might look cool, but you're not going to be that much more powerful.
I don't think they can make it too powerful though, because then why would anyone new want to play?
Yeah, exactly. So they keep
Getting
it
thrown out
basic.
of water. Well, apparently there's like a pirate secret hideaway you can only get to if you're a certain level, and I don't know. There's pirate, no captain abilities or something. There's animals you can rescue. I don't know. Did you read any of this? Or
No,
did you just...
I'm not interested in reading. I just want to play.
Fair, fair.
I will say that like the teamsmanship that we had when we played the other night.
Red Rocket.
Yeah.
Shout out Red Rocket.
Red
big
Rocket,
follower
penis
of
cock,
podcast.
dick. He's great. He did.
He was good.
He called it. He was like, "Shells to half mast" or whatever, and then like
Yeah,
he'd like
he was
reel it
a
up.
bossy. He was a bossy dude, but he knew the right.
He
knew
knew
the
how to
right
chill
thing
it.
for us.
Yeah, he knew not to go over his bossiness.
And
He'd
for a
level it.
while, I thought he was going to be the kind of boss who was like, no, 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 we shouldn't engage another ship unless our probability is above 78%.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, dude, have a little fun. But he was like, let's
do
go after him. And I was like, yeah.
Into like an hour-long battle between us and this other ship.
Mm. And the other ship, the third ship. Sunk the one, right?
Yeah, we sunk one, and then I don't know that we were kind of half-assing it because we were low on supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just better to ram and start shooting. It might be the end all.
Well, you've never had a gunpowder barrel, have you?
No, I guess you could put that on their ship and explode it, right?
Yeah, you can carry it onto their ship and bring it below deck. And then just wait for someone to come down and just blow it up. 'Cause I think it blows up probably the size of the ship, but like small, like width-wise. So if you put it at like the bow of the ship, like at the bottom level, you probably get like 4 or 5 or 6 holes instantaneous. You can also do it to your own ship, but
That makes me want to play again.
see, I'm telling you, the game's not that amazing, groundbreaking. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
It's
There's not.
dumb fun.
Yeah, there's not a lot of depth to it. It's not like you can really like dig deep into it, but like what's there is it's detailed. It's like
It's fun. And I really wish, the bros. Like, so you weren't on the boat. So, you kept trying to fix our boat when it was going around.
yeah, I was on there by
We
myself.
made a parlay with the bros, I called them, who were like, "Yo, dude, you guys are playing this game?" Like, and they were like, "This is gnarly, bro. I love your boat. You guys should come on our boat." And we went onto their boat, and everyone played musical instruments. Well, when you get like 5 to 6 people playing, it like fills in with sound like you wouldn't believe, and it was the coolest thing ever. And I remember being like, I got like my hairs to stand up on the back of my neck and stuff, and everyone was playing their instruments, and it filled in like a fifth layer of sound like that you can't get from 3 or 4 people.
Huh.
And I was like, this is one of the most beautiful moments in gaming ever because it was cool because your teammates are green, I think they lit up, and your
Yeah.
enemies are white. So like I was looking at these people and your natural instinct when you see the white cursor is to attack. Like I can kill this person. Two sword strikes and they're dead. And like they're probably looking at me thinking the same, and to my right is a guy in green and he's like my ally, so I
Uh-huh.
can't hurt him. And it was all these people in different color cursors, so we're ending racism, if you notice.
Yeah.
But we were all playing music and it was beautiful and like the sun was setting and you could see it on the water and I was like this is like I didn't want to be the first person to stop playing the instrument. I'll put it that way.
You guys could have kept playing because I was going to circle the ship around and then
You
ram
did. You
them.
circled around a little
I
bit,
was going to ram them.
but he's not my friend. He's not my friend. I don't know him. But eventually, someone turned on one of us, and everyone killed everyone.
Yeah. And we chased them down to the edge of
And
the world and
if we had just killed them because they had no idea, and the red water started flowing everywhere, there was
yeah.
blood in the air and the sea. So mad we didn't kill them.
Yeah, we were eaten by sharks.
And they literally, their voice chat picked up in ours, and they were like, "Now these motherfuckers are gonna kill us, dude. These guys are gonna fucking kill us, man." And that's what they were saying. And then they rode away, and I was like, "Damn, we missed them." And then we died.
That is the one thing that, like, if they're off in the distance, I think it takes a little too long to catch up. Like, they should have Mario Kart rules, where if you're in second place, you move,
Catch
like,
up.
50% faster. Maybe they will implement that. Maybe that's their trick.
They could. They said they're doing a major update in 3 months. If you did any reading, I know you're not big
So
on
I'll
that.
buy it in 3 months, is what you're telling me.
Problem is, it's a Microsoft game.
And they don't go on discount, do they?
They don't do a lot of sales. That's all I'm saying.
Hmm.
GTA Grand Theft Auto 5 is still $60 in the store.
Is that a Microsoft? That's Rockstar.
No, it's
right?
not. But it's Rockstar. But to the point of that's absurd.
I mean, if you're going to devalue your game, there's nothing preventing you from keeping to devalue it. Like, you're trying to hit a price point to bring in more
sales.
people.
Right to bring in more people. But I guess if people are buying your game and it's good, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Good on you, I guess.
If you keep it at $60, then you're going to wait until people age, and if it's an ageless game, which some multiplayer games are,
True.
you're going to keep playing it like Call of Duty remastered.
Did you like that remastered video?
There were
It looked way beautiful, but actually, my only gripe would have been they changed it too much, but it didn't look like it changed at all. Like the level design, everything was still there. It looked like it moved almost exactly the same, but I couldn't verify that.
the only gripe I had was that he was using different weapons than I would use, and like I saw him going, yeah,
He's not going to sprint around as fast as he
he's
could
not going to do
nonstop
what we do.
and stab people.
But even like the times he would go into certain, like, I would say like hot areas, like you'll get shot if you're standing in this one spot. He stood there for like maybe a second longer than I would, and I was like, "There's no reason to stand there. You already looked around. Like, get out, get out." And he'd like die, and I'd just be like, "That's what happens, man."
Now, did you see the one where he went 31-9?
I don't know. I didn't check the scores. I was just watching him run around. He did really well at picking people off with a sniper rifle. He was really fast with that.
No, this was a level in I can't remember the names of any of the levels, but I remember the level very well, and I was like, "Damn." It was a fun level. And it had all the same perks. Like at 7, you get the helicopter and all that. 5, the airstrike. 3, the UAV.
That I will say, like the way they set that up, where you get what? Yeah,
Very good.
yeah, 3,
3,
5, and
5,
7.
7. Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. Don't make it like real complex. What the other games do is where you get to choose. Just
Right.
make it basic for everybody, and then you know it's exactly what's happening.
Right, and you know how many kills another player has by his helicopter or his airstrike or whatever have you.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Makes me kind of miss it, but that also was a video from like 2 years ago, right? So
Yeah, 2016 of I forget what month, late in the year, and it's 2018 early in the year, so
it's old.
probably a year and 2 months.
What do you think the
making
lifespan of a remastered game is? Like that first game lasted what 4 years before it started to peter out.
Yeah, it lasted a while. Do you think the servers are still up for the original, not the remaster?
I don't know that my Xbox still works to play it, or that I have the
Yeah, yeah, it definitely
disc.
does. Well, I don't know multiplayer though. I don't know. I just set up my Xbox
Let me
for my
see.
kid. I thought I would try and get him to play some stupid
He,
Lego game that came with the system.
does it?
He doesn't care.
He doesn't understand it.
No, and he doesn't. He's like, you do it better, and I'm like, I don't. I set this up so I can walk away from you.
Leave me alone.
Give me like 5 minutes.
I don't know. Too many words.
Are you typing in Call of Duty 4? What should we call
Modern Warfare
Still
multiplayer
open?
still active. Oh, let's see. Let's see it too. The problem is that this is February 2017, so that was a year ago. They say it's still there.
I believe it. There's probably some kind of weird rule, but it's probably one server that like hosts like 6 games or something.
Yeah, and now it's whittled down to the people that are just like hardcore about it.
No, dude, think of this. You think that people are hardcore. Hardcore people moved on to the other Call of Duties. The people on there are the people in like third world countries who are getting this game for like $10.
Huh.
They don't even speak English. Think of that. This is like their first multiplayer game. We can go on there and tear it up. There's probably 2 or 3 people on there who are super ringers. Probably hack the game.
They'll be our nemesis.
Yeah, but they're hacking the game. They're cheating.
I think we still
You
beat
really
them.
want to beat up some cheaters?
I kind of do, yeah.
Where's that? Was that rank in your all-time games, by the way?
The highest kills?
No, no, no. Where does it rank in your all-time games?
It's weird because I played, I probably played Bioshock like 2 or 3 times.
It's up there for you.
It's up there with Bioshock because even like I remember playing that when I was like 3 years after it was released and like still having the same amount of fun playing it.
Right.
And it was like there's hardly any games that you could play that much and still be like, yeah, sure, I could go. Like,
Well, like kind of like how the Jurassic Park graphics hold up, like even today almost.
yeah, they did an amazing job with like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. You watch
Right.
that and you're just like you don't see the defects. There's no defects
Right. Versus another movie released in '96 or '98, whenever the hell that was.
Yeah.
You could watch it and watch the special effects and be like, "That's bad."
there. Yeah.
Some things date right away. Some things don't. Another series is like the Half-Life series. I feel like
Those have a feel to them that's unique, I think, and it's uniform graphics.
it is. Well, it's because whatever engine is
It's
that
like
a
physics.
Half-Life engine? I don't even know.
I think it. I'm not sure. Is it Unreal?
Unreal. Who knows, dude? I don't know. You probably never played Unreal. The original Unreal was actually really cool.
Is that the one where you could like warp twice? And, like,
Nah, you crash land on the alien planet. You don't even have like a weapon for the first 20 minutes of the game. It's cool. Like you can't play it now. It's like watching a movie from the 1970s or something. Like if I told someone, they'd be like, "You have to watch this movie from 1960
yeah.
by director so and so." It's so good, and it might be really good, and it might be way better than some of the stuff done now. But it's so hard to watch a movie from 1960.
And you constantly think of the guy who told you to watch it, and you're just like, I don't know about this.
And you're like, this movie. Even if you like the guy, you're like, this is like shot like it's a movie from 1960
Yeah.
because it is. So that's how it is playing an older game, I feel like. You can't be like, go back and play Mario Brothers, but keep an open mind. Pretend there aren't better graphics. And it's like, ding, 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 ding.
And it takes forever.
Right, yeah, no, it's too hard. The mediums have changed too much.
Yeah. What, Strange Love. Dr. Strange Love. That's one of the ones that people like to always tell me to watch.
Mhm.
Just randomly, I'm like,
How he stops
I
loving
can't.
the bomb and making love to the bomb. Or whatever.
yeah. And for some reason, I can't watch that. I don't know.
Right, it's too tough to watch a movie that's way past your brain frame.
Yeah.
If you can, it might be worth it, but it's tough to get over that hump.
I do feel like I'm going to make enough money to retire early, and then once I don't care about money anymore, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play old games that I liked, and I'll be like probably disappointed with 95% of them.
Sure.
So,
Hmm.
just trying to figure out if I want to play games or if I want to make games at that point. So I'm trying to make it's going to like the rest of my life will be spent trying to make this beautiful game, and I'll release it when I die or something. Digital
And
footprint,
people will
baby.
study your life and hack all the internet servers at the time. If you ever watch pornography on your phone, we'll know what it was, when it was, and we'll celebrate with you on that day of that year in a movie theater near you.
You're thinking you're going to outlive me.
Oh no, I'm dead. We, the people.
Hopefully your digital form can get uploaded, and then I'll just make sure you come back for that one day.
No, I want to be gone.
Okay, I see your stance.
At one point, I just want to rest forever. At one point. Not now. I'm not saying that now. But you don't think you want to?
Just go to sleep forever?
Yeah. At one point. Now, I'm not saying today. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Let's not make this a dark podcast. But at one point, you don't think?
What keeps the people who are like over 100 alive? I don't even know. You think they're like, just like, I'm done.
I don't think they're thinking about it. I think they just literally,
Do you think time moves so fast that they like blink and they wake up and it's like a year later? It's like
it's
like happy birthday, and then you like you fall asleep, you wake up.
Trying to get you to eat. Someone's like, your poop was solid again, and you're like, you close your eyes and you wake up, and they're like, can you shuffle to the left? You gotta walk to the bathroom. By the time you're done, you're tired, and you're like, your knee looks like it's in bad shape, Mr. Johnson, and you're like, I don't know what it is. Then you wake up again, and someone's kids are here, and you're like, he's over 48 times a champion of the people, mister. And you blink again, and it's like, I don't know. So you don't really have a choice. You just keep living because, I don't know.
Because that's what you've done for 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't changed. It's not like you're sitting there like, I'll continuing on. I don't think it's really conscious at that point. Not to mention your brain isn't that swift or clear. You can't even remember half the stories you wanted to share with the world.
Yeah, it's like a spider's web after a child has like whacked it out of the air.
You imagine trying to explain like how, like the nuances of what happens in the Unpanderers, where we're like, I was in the line with a guy, and he had one item in his cart, and I let him go first, and he called his son, and his son had 14 items in his arm, and I was like, why did you do that? I have 2 items. You should have just let me go. And like, can you imagine this guy thinking of it at 101, something that happened when he was 32, and like for like 10 minutes in a supermarket? Like, he can't recall that. And who would listen? Exactly. It's not like, interesting.
Yeah,
can you tell me what happened 70 years ago in a supermarket?
That's nice, Unpander Dan. That's nice.
Right.
No, you don't understand. Watch this video of me when I was 32. It's better this way.
People won't care.
I can't wait till it's like I'm like 100 and like the nurse is like changing my whatevers, and I go, hey, look at me when I was 32, and she's like, oh, damn, he was hot and smart.
No, think about this. Would you say that if like you were changing someone who's 108 and then like they showed you a hot picture and you're like,
no,
damn, right, you were hot, but I don't care right now. That doesn't change what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Keep away from my ass.
Yeah.
This is my fantasy, damn it.
Yeah, and then you slide him $1 and you're like, not that far away from my ass.
That's a lot of excitement for one night.
Well, folks,
we
like you.
A little bit more every night.
We like you.
A lot.
Check out our socials. Yeah. Pay us money. Don't pay us money. Don't check out our socials.
We don't. We do this for fun.
Don't even watch our videos.
Yeah. Especially this one. Good night.